Hello, everybody. Oh, there we go. I had to refresh the capture. Happy I did that. Should refresh. Maybe F1 this week's just acting up. Hope everyone's having a good week. It
Yes,
is
sir.
the Northeast Ohio Sports Show with Liam and Hunter. It's our 22nd episode. We were gone last week. Sorry about that. My girlfriend's birthday, so I wasn't definitely going to be on here.
No, sir.
Hope everyone's having a good start of the week. It is August 13th, 2025. It's been thunderstorming. I forgot to ask. That's what I was about to ask you. I forgot, Coach, before the show. It did like this crazy thunderstorm knock out your power. Or was it just your internet?
No, it is. It has actually been hotter than hell itself this week.
Oh, that's fun. It has been, but we had a crazy like it's thunderstorming like a mofo right now.
Huh.
We
We haven't
had
got hit here.
we
We
had some
do know it
crazy
rained.
rain.
We get hit with the most random thunderstorms that just waft over here from across the lake.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see real quick what before we start with a funny topic, what the Guardian score was. It was 9-4. It's now 11-4. Marlins are whooping our butts. Jesus. Marlins are even bad. They're freaking 57-62. What's going on, Guardians? Who is pitching? Quan got a homer, though. And Arias. Josh Simpson is relieving Yuri. Who is this? Yuri Perez in the sixth. Man, this is going to be interesting. Who has been our pitchers? Williams, Arwood, Fiesta. I don't even know these guys, but they've been doing bad. Our pitchers
Can't
maybe
imagine
pretty
with the
good.
weather today that there's a lot of people left in the stands.
True, yeah. I'm surprised they're still playing. It's raining. It's raining a lot, right? Like thunderstorming a lot where I'm at. But if it's not in Cleveland, like yeah, they won't cancel the game. So we have scores above us, and it looks like the NFL. So that's cool to see. Then we have F1 below us. I'll try to add another one next week for the MLB, and we'll have that as well. Once again, before we start on our first topic, make sure you drop a like, even if you're watching the video on demand or the VOD later on. Share on social media. We have that in the description. I
Put
guess
it up.
if a funny topic this week is there's a someone snuck in pancakes a player and was eating them out of his pocket, which we'll be talking about. The manager
Gotta stay
actually,
full.
the Milwaukee Brewers manager Pat Murphy turned heads after pulling a pancake out of his jacket pocket during a live interview and eating it. What a goat! I'll do the same. Um,
You got to get creative when they banned dip all the way back in the day. Now these managers don't know what to do. It's just
Yo,
pancakes,
bubble gum.
getting hot dogs from the stands.
He
Remember
was
Mark Sanchez getting caught eating a hot dog mid game?
he was talking. He has a habit, coach, of eating snacks like bagels, waffles, and pizzas out of his pocket.
How you
Hopefully,
gonna keep a
hopefully
peach
it's
in
a
your
pizza
pocket?
pocket, bro. Jesus Christ, you nasty. That pocket got crumbs. Probably got a whole rat in it.
That jacket, pair of pants have got to be ruined. I know he ain't eating dry pancakes. So they're probably nice and wet with something on it, some syrup.
And when Dave, the Brewers are selling freaking pancake packs now at their games because of this. I'm done.
Good marketing technique there.
It is. It sounds good. The past 2 weeks, we kind of already went over F1 because we had Hungary.
Yeah. If you're a college athlete, delete your Venmo, please. And if you are Venmoing somebody for gambling, do not put sports gambling on your Venmo.
What happened with that, Coach? You trying to
NCAA, the
say
NCAA
something?
will find. So, Oklahoma quarterback John Meter, somebody leaked a screenshot of him Venmoing his friend for sports gambling. It was sports gambling, USC, UCLA. The next day they played. So now he's under investigation for that. Not to mention Class A and the Guardians are all in trouble for that too.
Yep, that's sad to see, but I get what you're saying, and that's so interesting, bro. I'm dead about it, but it's sad to see, especially one second, especially when we were maybe about to trade him, that he does this. So that is hilarious. That is some Cleveland stuff right there, Coach. I'll tell you what.
He's probably betting on how many saves he'd blow this year.
I know, right? And then he's just gonna blow him and then make his money. That's crazy to see, and it's kind of what happened with Otani. It's happening a lot right now. For sports betting is illegal in a lot of these states. A lot of big money in it, and people kind of just like that habit anyway. Like some of these sports guys, like Pete Rose said, I was gonna sports bets anyway. Like some of these guys just would have done it, so that's kind of crazy.
Crazy.
Sad. We'll go into our next topic, which is NASCAR. NASCAR last week, they had the Watkins Glen race. Uh, Van Gisbergen. I have no idea how to say his name, but he ended up winning. Richmond's up next. Shane SVG continues dominance on road courses, delivering a commanding win on Watkins Glen. Now we set our sights to a Cookout 400 at Virginia Raceway, Richmond, Virginia.
Everyone invited to the cook.
That's what I know, bro. They call it the Cookout, and like, it's Virginia too. It's kind of weird. Like if it was other places in the South, I'd get it, but not really Richmond. But maybe there's a lot of cookouts in Richmond. I've never been invited to. But SVG won his fourth consecutive road course win in 2025. Kind of crazy, setting a new rookie record and tying Danny Hamlin with the most wins this season. He crossed the line with a staggering 11.116 seconds, leading 38 of 90 laps. Flawless performance from a New Zealand rookie. He probably has played a lot of video games, simulations, and he kind of knows like road courses better. So that's kind of interesting. Podium finishers, where Kristen Bell took second, which was a great result. Chris Boucher held third, which is great for his status in the playoff. Points leader William Byron finished fourth, extending his regular season points lead by 42 over teammate Chase Elliott, with just 2 regular season races remaining. Right now, with a playoff pitcher, SVG's win guarantees him another playoff spot and cements his status as a road course master and a serious contender heading into postseason battles. He's just not good at the ovals. Like it's kind of crazy. He's won all these road courses, but not doing well in NASCAR. They do have a lot of ovals. Kristen Bell and Chris Boucher's finishes strengthened their playoff positioning. Boucher holding his hold on the final guaranteed spot. William Byron's consistency continues paying off, and his extended points now leads him into breathing room amid mounting playoff tension. But like I said before, a Cookout 400 at Richmond Raceway is a Saturday, August 16th. I wonder why it's Saturday at 7:30 p.m. prime time on USA Network. Maybe because football's happening and no one watches NASCAR anymore. I don't know. It is a .75 mile short track that demands aggressive maneuvering, precision in traffic, and strategic pit timing. A far cry from the road course flow. Some key storylines would be can William Byron continue his hot streak on these short tracks? Will the road course stars like Bell and SVG adapt and stay competitive in this different setting of a short track? Look for drivers like Boucher, Lawson, and Wallace to make moves for position and playoff pool. Ryan Blaney has also been pretty decent on short tracks his whole life. Short tracks tend to favor experience and grit. Expect veterans to spice things up in restarts and mid-track battles. Playoff impacts, wins at Richmond or Daytona, which is one of always the last races, could shift for playoff, but first and last. Talladega being the last playoff bubble dramatically. Every onboard pass and pit gain could determine the playoff fate. Yeah, right now we still got William Byron in first. Like I said, Chase Elliott, Danny Hamlin is in third, 1 up. Bell's in fourth, 1 up. Kyle Larson dropped because he's tied with Bell at 7-2-7. Then we have Ryan Blaney, who's 1 up at 7-10 because he won 2 races ago, or a couple of races ago. He's been staying consistent. He's in 6th. Tyler Reddick dropped 1. He's in 7th. Chase Briscoe in 8th. Alex Bowman 9th. Chris Boucher in 10th. Bubba Wallace in 11th. He dropped down 1 after his race. Ryan Pierce 12th. Joey Logano 13th. Ross Chastain 14th. Kyle Busch 15th. And that could be it for NASCAR. Now we'll go over real quick. After I take a sip of water. They're going to go quick and left this weekend, Hunter.
Very fast or very left. You can never miss it.
You should watch it and drink a beer every time they turn left. You won't.
That would be the first and last time ever.
You go. You got a 300 pack. 300 left.
Oh,
Turn
cool.
every lap's a
That was
beer.
PBR's promotion where they do the 99 rack. And
Those
then Natty
were
Light
crazy.
did 100 pack a couple of years ago with their Ice, Light, and Natter days in it.
F no, baby.
Should be sold at every NASCAR event,
It probably is, Hunter.
honestly.
Now we're going into IndyCar, which is a great weekend for IndyCar, with Palo's prowess and Penske's power. For a little Portland pivot, Alex Palou won his 4th consecutive IndyCar championship. It may not be consecutive though, but I know it's 4th. With still two races to go. Meanwhile, Will Power, who doesn't have a spot next year, flexed his veteran savvy to win the Grand Prix of Portland and get the first win for Penske, which is good this year. They had a bad year, so good for Penske to get a win this year. They should. Up next, the nostalgic Milwaukee Mile rounds out the August IndyCar action, and we'll break it all down. Portland highlights. Once again, Alex Palou wrapped up his 4th career championship, and for a 3rd in a row, finishing 3rd in Portland. Only his rival, Pato O'Ward, crashed out early to an electronic malfunction, which is sad to see. I was heartbroken. I said, so. Engine just took a crap, and it was just because some wire in his sheet hardness wasn't right, which is crazy. Effectively ending his title chances. Palou, he was not going to get it anyway. Consistency and dominance, 8 wins this season, sealed his legacy. Still, Award getting 2nd this year will be awesome. Will Power, in contrast, enjoyed the redemption. He broke through his first win of 2025, might be his final one, we'll see. Leading a race-long challenge to stay in front of Kirsten Lundgaard and Alex Palou. Palou's triumph now places him in the pantheon of IndyCar legends, joining the ranks of Andretti, Franchitti, and Bouchard, as only Scott Dixon and AJ Foyt have more titles. Scott Dixon has 6, so AJ Foyt either has 6 or 5. Despite already locking down the season, Palou pushed for the win at Portland. Hopefully you guys don't have a Thunder too bad, but hopefully it's kind of cool. Impressive hunger that speaks volume of his competitive fire. Next up, the Milwaukee Mile. The Snap-on. This is that Snap-on truck rolling up, taking half my money. I owe 20 grand Snap-on if I was a mechanic. Mile 250 takes place on August 24th, so not this weekend, next weekend, at 2 p.m. at the historic Milwaukee Mile. Why it matters, season points leader is already decided, but the race offers redemption for drivers like Power, Award, and others fighting for the final playoff points. For 1 mile oval is tight, except tight battles. Expect. Sorry, my bad. Strategic pit calls and potential underdog surprises. This will be very interesting, as well as the Indy 500 is 2.5 mile track, so 1.5 1 mile versus 2.5. We talk about NASCAR's even on like a 0.79, 0.8 track. So that'll be interesting to see. We'll see who finishes up here after. Like I said, Award, Scott Dixon, Lingard, Cal Kirkwood in 5th, Will Power in 6th, Rosenquist in 7th, Colton Herta in 8th, Armstrong 9th, David Malukas in 10th. Scott McLaughlin in 11th, Venus VK 12th, Rasmussen 13th, Santino Ferrucci 14th, and Graham Rahal in 15th. Is there anything going on with the NBA this offseason, Coach?
Not a lot on the Cavs side, really just rolling back what we had last year. I know we're getting some alternate uniforms, maybe going back to those LeBron era blues that were really cool. And we're finally getting a Christmas Day game against the Knicks for the first time since I think it was 2018.
That's cool. That's a classic game, yeah, when LeBron came back. That's cool to see.
Oh yeah, not a lot of crazy moves for the Cavs. Really, they really want to run this team back one more time and see if you can go any further. Since the Pacers just seem to be running through everybody. They played an absolutely insane, unprecedented. So, probably run it back one more time, see if anybody needs to make a move. I know they're probably expecting a lot from Evan Mobley, obviously Donovan Mitchell, and I still need Jared Allen to play better, but I think they got one more year of this team together, including keeping Garland, and then we'll hope to just go from there and not crash and burn in the first or second round.
Here's a good question. Oh crap! Who was gonna? Yeah. Who does Devin Booker play for now? Does he still play for the Suns?
He is still in Phoenix,
Okay.
and they are trying to desperately rebuild after trading away their future to get KD and Bradley Beal, and
And
not even making the playoffs.
yeah, not working out. Because what Kevin Durant was traded to the Rockets. Um,
Yes, he was.
and what Phoenix got Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, I don't know who that is, multiple draft picks. They're trying to rebuild that way as well. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, and then really with Tatum's injury, I think the East can be wide open again.
Jason Tatum's out for the season with an injury. Miles Turner is to Milwaukee on a 4-year contract. Obviously, max extensions for SGA and Jared
I
Jackson
think
Jr.
Tyrese Halliburton also got a similar injury too, which knocked him out of the series, which they were going to lose anyway.
James Harden's returning to LA on a 2-year deal. LeBron opted in for 1 year for $52 million. That's crazy. Chris Paul's
Probably his
signing a
last year in
1-year
LA.
finale with the freaking Clippers, bro. Him, James Harden, all these old heads are about to take it.
Get Blake Griffin out of retirement. We need to see Lob City one more time.
What blew my mind, and I'm seeing this and I forgot about this, Dame Lillard going back to Portland, bro. He's like, it didn't work out for me in Milwaukee. Did he ever get a chip with them?
Must not care about winning many games.
Did he ever get a chip with Milwaukee?
I don't think he did. I think that was
Just
no,
with
he wasn't on
Giannis.
that team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, bro, that is crazy. That's crazy to me because you would think, a great guy like him would be honest, but nope.
NBA is a wild league.
Mike Brown replaces Thibodeau in New York. Jordan Ort takes over for Suns. Then I can change crap. Suns suck. Mitch Johnson takes over reigns in San Antonio after Popovich steps down. Mike Brown lands in New York. While another coaching trap includes promotions for Denver's David Alderman and Memphis's Thomas Isalo. Interesting. Lakers rumor mill heats up. Mock trades detect a potential blockbuster with Boston sharpshooter Sam Hauser, aiming at forming a new big three around LeBron and Luka. Bucks earn praise for aggression roster upgrades, aimed squarely at boosting Giannis' championship window. That's true, he ain't going for too long. Josh Giddey, restricted free agency hits a snag, propose a 4-year, $80 million deal. Fully falls short of expectations of Chicago holding tight leverage. Talks look tense, holding it in training camp.
Oh, the Cavs got Lonzo Ball too.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I did see
Forgot
that.
about
Yikes.
LeVar Ball. I better see LeVar Ball sitting courtside at one of these Cavs games.
What would you say to him, Hunter? What would you say about Big Baller Brand?
I'm not a fan of Big Baller Brand. Gonna go ahead and pass on that, but just tell LeVar I'm sad about his foot, and I hope that Lonzo does well on the Cavs.
Agreed, man. Agreed. You're bad. All
I
right,
said
so
he could still beat Jordan in a 1v1 even with one foot.
he could. That's what he says. Marlins extend their lead over the Guardians 13-4. I'll be going on some over F1 midseason, shakeups, contract calendars, and Cadillacs. There's a Cadillac coming up next year in F1. That's cool to see. First thing, I kind of saw a rumor. I guess there's photos. The best driver in the world who drives for Red Bull right now, and that might change. I guess there was photos, and he said he wasn't in talks with Mercedes, but like him and the boss of Mercedes were like on their yacht together and swimming. So they're probably in talks if they're hanging out because they don't really like each other in the past. So yeah, Max Verstappen and Toto Wolff is a team principal for Mercedes. We're talking. But there's also with McLaren tensions bubbling up. Title chase is heating up. Oscar Piastri leads teammate Lando Norris just by 9 points, but tensions has surfaced in Hungary when Piastri openly voiced frustrations over when he perceived as team favorites biasing Norris. Zach Brown has since promised transparent discussions to ensure fairness moving forward for both sides. Like I said, with Verstappen, a Swift family first, four-time champ Max Verstappen, now a new father, says bad weekends don't matter as much anymore. He prioritizes his growing family and emphasizes his commitment to Red Bull through 2028, amidst leadership changes and performance dips and rumors that he actually might take a year off, take a sabbatical or something. Cadillac's F1 team, looking ahead for 2026, is planning to secure Sergio Perez as their lead driver, a smart move for experience. Also, veteran of Valtteri Bottas may join him with jokes and little Easter eggs he's been putting out there with videos. Though young names like Alec Dune are also in the mix, I'd also like to see Herta and even Pato O'Ward. That would be very interesting to get some IndyCar guys in F1 with a Cadillac team. New racing formats, think reverse grids. Formula One CEO Stefano Domenicali indicates that the sport is maturing enough to trial reverse grid sprint races, a major shakeup that we could redefine weekend formulas and ramp up unpredictability. So they already have like a sprint race that's like 1/3 of a race sometimes on these race weekends, but these sprint races will be opposite. So basically, the drivers already like memorized the track anyway, but now they're gonna have to like memorize how the opposite end of like what driving the track, driving it counterclockwise versus the clockwise or vice versa, just for the sprint race. So that would be very interesting. Media bias sparks over rookie French success. Media bias has become a talking point. Sauber rookie Gabriel Bortoleto championship leading run in Hungary was allegedly overshadowed by British media, stoking debate over national coverage fairness. With Lewis Hamilton, Ferrari saga continues. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton, future at Ferrari, remains murky. A cryptic social post, coupled with his struggles and his self-critical comments in Hungary, fuels rumors of a fracture. Reports suggest the team and may deliver a nearing parting of ways post-season. But I think with the new engines coming out, I was just watching a video and they say actually Ferrari's very close to Mercedes, only within a couple horsepower. So if Ferrari has better aero out the gate, they will have a better car. If they have a better chassis out the gate, they will have a better car. As well as understanding the 50-50 hybrid system that's going to be a 50% engine, 50% battery deployment and power to the wheels. F1's technical side, saw important changes already in play this season, including a rise in minimum car and driver weight and mandatory heat cooling systems. These measures aim to enhance both safety and performance under heat stress, which is nice to see, especially with some of these, like Qatar coming up and some of these hot races that will be coming up, and sometimes even like Vegas could be hot. So for Guardians here, we kind of missed for last week. So the start of the month here in August, we played the Twins, and we beat the series 2-1. Then we swept the Mets. Then we also beat the White Sox 2-1. We beat the Marlins on Tuesday, yesterday 4-3. And right now we are getting whooped by the Marlins. So we're doing pretty decent so far. Currently,
We're playing a lot better this month compared to, month past, and we're, closing the gap between us and Detroit for the lead in the division, but it's still going to take quite a lot. We still got to hope that they sort of have a little bit of a collapse, and losing tonight ain't going to help too much, but just got to stay hopeful here.
Yeah. If we can get a lot of 2-1 series, I'm happy with that. Sweeping the Mets is awesome with how big of a payroll they have, and that 2-1 against the Twins is also very good. And the White Sox, but, both teams that are above us in the division. At least I know the Twins are, the White Sox probably aren't. So if we could step over the Twins and get to the Tigers, that'd be nice. We play the Marlins again tomorrow, and then Friday through Sunday we play the Braves. Uh, this is at home. And then Monday through Wednesday, we play the D-backs at Arizona. Then next Friday through Sunday, we are playing the Rangers. The 25th through the 27th, we play Tampa Bay at home. Then we end the month at 29th through the 31st, playing the Mariners at home. So we got some good home games to finish out the end of this month, which is nice because the Twins were home, but then the Mets and White Sox were away.
Got to start winning these series if you want to get to the wild card.
Agreed. Like we said, there is some playoff hope happening. It was a rough stretch, saw us lose 10 straight, including a sweep of the Tigers dropping well behind in the AL Central. But a spark is helping us with the Astros. Wins over there and have the Guardians break the skid 7-5 against the Astros. Guardians have caught fire, winning 9 out of their last 11 games. Turn around, having a mere .5, half a game from a wild card spot, which is great to see. We are second place in the AL Central, but we're still 6 games behind Detroit. Pitching has carried a lot of load. Gavin Williams, near no-hitter against the Mets, stands out. Don't even know the guy, but great for him. I need to watch some of these games. Along with steady starts from Tanner Bibee and Logan Allen. I know them. The bullpen has also remained resilient even after Clase's absence, so it's great that we're seeing people step up. On offense, Jose Ramirez continues to pack a punch, while CJ Kayfis, and Kyle Manzardo, have emerged as bright spots.
Kyle Manzardo is lighting it up, thankfully.
Yeah, I've seen Manzardo play, and he's done well. So he's one of them young bucks that could really help us out. Really good to see. With Detroit still leading the division, Cleveland, like I said, with their striking distance, 0.5 games out. The team's offense struggles persisto, ranking low in WRPC Plus, making consistency and timely hitting more critical moving forward. Except we have the Guardians were 4th and 5th with our bullpen, so we need to keep the momentum going, especially with these home games, which I think we can. But we're getting whooped right now. We need that little margin of error, especially from how Detroit started playing. What's your any more input, Coach?
Go to the game on Friday. Hope for good weather and good ball. It's the 2 games I've gone to this season. We have gotten smoked by Ohtani, and then the last game we went to was against Detroit.
I love going to a good hot game with some good ball, good wiener. I love a good baseball game with good ball and good wiener. It's my favorite thing. Like in Cleveland, in the bathroom, you can find the best.
It's the only
ball
ones
and
to
wiener.
go to. It's the only games to go to.
Also, before we go, we should talk about one thing. What is with Myles Garrett and Shedeur Sanders just doing Fast and the Furious in Strongsville? It's always Strongsville or something, bro. It's like they always live in these fancy-ass areas and the cops don't like them.
I think they just got done watching Talladega Nights as a team bonding activity and wanted to go fast. But yeah, if you're in Strongsville, Cuyahoga Heights, Brecksville, those areas, dude, they're around every blade of every bush of every corner. Do not speed. Don't go 100 in a 60 a couple of years after flipping your car. I don't know. Bad look.
Now, to be fair, he did flip a Porsche and now he's driving a Ferrari, so I do respect it, but I mean, I can't. Like, you do have to be safe. Like I said, when you have that kind of money, get a racetrack. When we were talking about what happened to Sanders, I said him and Myles Garrett should put in the money and build a racetrack. Hey guys, pitch in the money. You both have a lot of money. Myles Garrett has a lot more, but we don't talk about that. Like Myles Garrett probably has a lot more than Shedeur's even dad has, just because of contracts now versus contracts back then, and even with how Dion's not making hundreds of millions of dollars, but
not even at Colorado.
Like, bro, if Jose Ramirez could build a baseball field, these guys could build a racetrack just to have some fun with their cars. And there's like racetracks in Cleveland anyway. With the IX being bought, they could buy all these, like the old airport that's being shut down in Cleveland. They could build racetracks if they want. There's land.
New team policy. If you get a speeding ticket, you're getting Ubered to and from practice by somebody on the team every day. We're having driving buddies now.
Yeah, dude, they would hate that too. I mean, unless they're like the baby and they pull up in a Rolls Royce and they're like the SUV Rolls Royce, like the baby. Oh, like that'd be me, bro. No shoes on. Pull up in my
Probably not the
moccasins.
first time pulling over. Hey, Miles, good to see you again. Yeah, you're going 160, dog.
You know you're gonna be on the internet, right? It's just
It's
it's
the third
crazy.
time. Third time this week. I got to give you a ticket.
Anything else? Oh yeah, we I don't think we talked about for injuries. A lot of injuries happening right now for Brown. Sanders is hurt. Toys oblique today, or something like that. I don't even know what that is. It's a rib injury. Hunter said.
Yeah, Shador injured his oblique, which is pretty much your abdomen area. So he's day to day. When I first saw the article, I thought it said out for the season. I can't read. It said out for the session in practice.
Oh, good. Okay, I thought that they said it too actually. So thank you for that.
So he's not going to play Saturday. Neither is Kenny Pickett. They're not giving Flacco preseason reps. So you're going to see a lot of Dylan Gabriel and Tyler Huntley. So Shador got a majority against the Panthers. We're going to see Dylan Gabriel majority against the Eagles.
I see. And do we
And then
have
after
do we
that,
have three preseason games, right?
there's three after this. We have our home one against the Rams, and then it is go time against the Cincinnati Bengals, which, given Kenny Pickett not practicing, I think it's pretty easy to say that it's going to be Flacco starting week one,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't mind. I think he's your best option to win.
Yeah,
Weeks
we've
1
talked.
through
Yeah, I
6
agree.
is a gauntlet. Home Cincinnati and Baltimore. Home against the Packers. I believe you play the Lions and the Vikings in that stretch.
Okay. Like you're saying, that's kind of tough. I think Cincinnati offensively they're crazy. Defensively they're not that good, right?
No, they usually get off to slow starts. Remember, Jacoby Brissett beat them week one when he was on the Pats, when he was starting there still.
Also, hey Hunter, do you know what Nick Chubb's playing right now?
He's playing in Houston where all of our other picks went,
That's great to see.
and he started. Because Joe Mixon, another guy who can't
I saw
stay out
him.
of trouble or stay healthy. So,
I can't wait for Kevin
Yeah.
Durant to go to Houston and get fat, like James Harden did. He'll be at the strip clubs eating wings every day.
I know Harden's already given him some glowing recommendations there. He's probably there right now.
Yeah, they've probably been having a blast off season spending that money. But yeah, going back to football, that kind of is crazy. C.J. Stroud, we're gonna see Chubb. Houston might be your team. Maybe Skets has the hookup. He knows what's up.
Probably has this Nick Chubb jersey already.
And like that's crazy. If he goes off, that's great for him. But we'll see. He kind of just needs to be a power back.
Yeah, considering his replacement is probably in court every single day. I think Houston's getting the better end of this deal. They keep cooking us, man. They took all our draft picks. They took Nick Chubb. Probably when they're also going to dominate their division this year too. There's not another team that's going to touch them.
Yeah, their division's not too crazy good anymore like it used to be back in the day. Which is crazy. It is interesting to see how these divisions play out after a while. After a couple of years.
Oh yeah, one thing stays the same though. AFC North, grit division of grit.
Whatever. Do we
Gonna
have any
tear
other
each other
injuries
apart.
right now?
Just a couple of guys, Luke Floria and Gage Larvadan, two undrafted rookies who, great at rookie minicamp, showed a lot in the preseason games. They're doing great at training camp. Both of them have now been released on injury designations, although Floria has come back on a IR waiver. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I think it means if he is on the team, he's not going to play.
Yeah.
So just bad injury there. And, of course, MJ Emerson, torn Achilles. Huge blow to the defense.
Yeah.
So we're going to need one of these guys to step up for that third cornerback role.
They said he was the second corner. When I
We
was
still have
talking
Greg
about it.
Newsom.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, a lot of people thought he'd be traded, but they're keeping him, rightfully so.
That's the guy who's referred, right? Newsom referred.
He's the second. We picked him from Northwestern in the first round a couple of years ago.
Mm.
So it goes Denzel, Newsom, MJ, and then behind him was Cam Mitchell and a couple of other undrafted. We love undrafted free agent corners. We have like 5 of them.
I thought we got some
One
nickel
of
guy
them.
that was really good a while back, a couple years ago. What happened to him?
Oh, you mean Anthony Sandejo?
Maybe I thought he had a
No.
different name, but that could have been it. I thought we got a guy that was like short and he was a really good nickel corner. Man,
Wonder who that was. I know it wasn't Greedy Williams. I know he's gone.
he was a greedy man, but not good.
His hamstrings were greedy with his health.
Man, I'm trying to think who that guy was. Who's our safeties?
Safeties are Ronnie Hickman and, of course, Grant Delpit.
Delpit Story, that's good. Good to see. What would our linebackers be looking like this year?
So no JOK.
Still injured, yeah. We have
Uh,
that new rookie.
had another one retire.
Oh yeah, Hicks.
So it is Swessinger, Mahmoud Diabate, who I have high expectations for. And there's one guy that I'm missing in that linebacker room that I'm excited about. Oh, Jerome Baker.
Oh yeah.
Went to Ohio State, played in Miami for a while. He's here now. And then, of course, up front, very, very excited. You got Myles Garrett, Mason Graham, Malik Collins. Mike Hall's on his way back from injury. Then on the other side, you're going to have Isaiah McGuire, Alex Wright, and then, what was his name? Aiden Huntington, who is also an undrafted free agent who could play both inside and outside, tackle and end.
Nice.
So,
Oh, what's for O-line
reports
looking like?
from, oh, unfortunately, the same as last year. You
Okay.
got DeJuan sliding to left tackle, Batonio, Wyatt Teller, Posick, and at right tackle, Jack Conklin.
He's still playing for us. That's good.
So,
Why? How's the wideouts
we're
looking?
got Jerry Judy, Cedric Tillman, Jamari Thrash, Deontay Johnson, who is fighting for a spot on the team, and then behind that, really, you do not have a lot. The 2 guys you thought might have been able to step up as a surprise, Gage Larvadan and Luke Floria, probably both not playing. Probably only one of them is going to make the team now.
Oh wow. Or do
That
like,
is-
like what are our wide receivers like? Are they speedsters? Are they more possession guys?
Judy and Jamari Thrash are going to be speedsters, and then Cedric Tillman, who played great last year until he missed 4 games with a concussion. They're hoping that he could be that second guy because that wide receiver room is concerningly thin if guys start to get hurt.
Makes sense.
The-
Sad to see.
The
but-
tight end,
Wow.
good old David Njoku still there, and Harold Fannin Jr. from Bowling Green. A lot of people are high on.
The pick, right? We picked him.
Oh yeah, I believe that was the 3rd round, and then running back room, Jerome Ford I think is going to get the majority of the snaps, but behind him is a guy I loved watching last year, Dylan Sampson. I think he can take over the running back 1 role. To SEC Offensive Player of the Year. I watched him for 2 years at Tennessee in college. He is a dog.
Yeah, give it a couple games and he'll be getting first string.
Good out of the
reps.
backfield, and if he finds a seam, he's going to be gone.
Because he's more elusive and fast than Ford, right?
He's really an elusive back. He can do everything. The one knock on him is pounce protecting, which I think Ford can make up for.
Yeah. I don't know. If I was a coach, I wouldn't like my running backs taking hits. I'd put a fullback or a freaking tight end back there. I don't care. Screw the play action.
Yes, sir. That Stefanski play action, next play, wide receiver screen, short side of the field.
Because if you have a tight out ever, like I used to just do this in Madden a lot, like just have your tight end block on a play action and then have your running back go out full route. Like more than likely or not, like that's gonna be better for like the line and like holding the line. and then you could always just
That's
dump it to your
we
running back.
That's what we need to do this year. You can't have Flacco taking too many hits, or we're gonna have these rookies out a lot sooner than we expect.
Yeah, good point. I agree. Because like I mean, I want Sanders and Gabriel to develop. I'm kind of fine if Gabriel gets, if Flacco gets hurt week 6 and Gabriel develops the rest of the season. But it would be nice if we got a year out of Flacco, like we did last time.
It could happen, but he hasn't played a full season since 2017, when he was with the Ravens still.
That is tough. With modern medication, modern drugs, pump him up. He don't care. Do you watch that video of him and Njoku and that ATV when it was hot and he was just in a hoodie?
Insanity.
Dude's crazy. Wouldn't be me. You would not see me at 90 degrees in Cleveland in a hoodie. I'd be crying, bro. Just a concrete. I'd be melting into it.
Bro would just evaporate.
Disintegrate. Alright. It's currently 9:18. I think we're pretty much done for the night. Any other input before we get going, Hunter?
Stay hydrated. Stay cool.
Amen to that. Especially when you live in a hot apartment like Hunter. You gotta stay hydrated, man. I'd be done.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Have a great night, guys. We're almost there.
Have a great night.
It's not Thursday. Kind of weird. It's Wednesday. Got 2 days. It's hump day to a week, but almost there to Friday. Tomorrow's my Friday. I'm off Friday for work, so I'm hyped.